What is up, YouTube? I'm Natalia, otherwise known as Nattybeefit. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a really fun video for you guys on how to get lean during quarantine. I'm so funny. Or how I was able to get abs during quarantine and get abs for the first time in my life. So I'm going to be spilling the tea and letting you guys know all my little tips, tricks, and secrets, and I'm going to be sharing my ab workout, aka the Bible of how I got abs. Please stay tuned, keep watching, get abs together, you guys. Let's do it. Bikini season is around the corner. Okay, so the first thing that I want to talk about is food. And I don't want to call it a diet because when I think of diet, I think of restrictions. So I want to talk about food during quarantine. So I would say that you should fully take advantage of restaurants being closed during this time. If you're like me, you go out to eat with your friends so frequently. Like, I was going out to eat probably 3 times a week. I love my Cactus Club happy hour. I love my Wing Wednesday, all of these things. So now that restaurants are closed, I can't do that. And I think it's just so important to stop eating out, because when you go to restaurants, you just don't know what they're putting in your food. And even if you think you're ordering something healthy, you don't know what kind of sauces are getting put in there, what kind of oils are getting added, like salt, spices, all these things. Like, you really have no idea what is going in your food when you order out. So I think that during this time, it's so important to take advantage of that and to cook your own food. And if you don't cook, that's fine. There's honestly so many easy recipes that you can look up on YouTube, on Instagram, like get inspiration. So my number one tip for you guys is to create a grocery list, and that is something that I need to do. If I go into a grocery store without a list, I end up with so many things that I come home and I have so many groceries, but I don't even have like a single meal. So I recommend writing down your grocery list, going to the grocery store and buying your food and cooking it from home. I think you should also take advantage of this time to cook your food fresh. So I am someone who personally like gets grossed out by food if I meal prep too long in advance. And now that I can make my food fresh, it's so much easier, so much better, so much easier for me to eat healthy. Second thing that I want to talk about is getting creative with your work. I have been lifting weights for over 10 years, and when the gym first closed, I was like lost. I didn't think that I was going to be able to work out without the gym, and I was so wrong about that because I've been having some of the best workouts that I've ever had. So it's really important during this time to just like work with what you have, and whether that's no equipment or whether that's cans from the kitchen or a heavy box, or if you're able to get your hands on a set of dumbbells or resistance bands, like just work with what you have and really get creative with your workouts. I have been doing more HIIT circuits than I've ever done my whole life, and I'm loving it. My body is also loving this like change up in intensity of my workouts and just like switching up my routine. My body is loving that. So I think it's important just to make do with what you have. Like, yes, you can sit around and mope that the gym's closed, but who's that going to help? Absolutely nobody. So try something new. A lot of fitness influencers have workouts posted on their Instagram. I have a ton of at-home workouts posted on my Instagram. Even like fitness trainers from all over the world are posting free workouts, like even Instagram live workouts. So just get creative with your workouts and make do with what you have. Third thing is train your abs. I know that we have it like ingrained in our brains that abs are made in the kitchen. And while yes, it is important to eat healthy, have low body fat percentage, and be lean enough to like see those ab muscles, just because you're lean doesn't mean that you're going to magically have abs. Abs are muscles, and they need to be trained, and they need to be trained to grow, just like your deltoids or your glutes. Like, they're not just going to grow because you're eating healthy. So you do have to train these muscles. Stay tuned, keep watching for that workout and how I've gotten that like look I've always wanted with like a tight oblique and like kind of like that like cinched in waist. So another thing that I'm going to talk about is cardio. I hate cardio. I've always hated cardio. I grew up as a track and field sprinter, which I loved, but there's a huge difference between running a 200-meter race and going for a 5K run. So I'm someone who literally hasn't ran in 10 years. And during this quarantine time, I was like, I'm gonna go for a run. I'm gonna try something new. So I downloaded this app. It's called Couch to 5K. It's not sponsored or anything like that, but it is a super easy app to follow if you want to start running, and it just takes you through all the workouts. It has you answer a few questions about your history. My answer was, how far can you run today? And I said, from my bed to the fridge. So not very far, and then it just takes you through the entire workout. It's kind of like a walk run series. So I did that my first time and loved it so much that at the end of it, it was like 10.8 kilometers, which is crazy. I don't really recommend that for your first time. But anyways, it's a really good option out there for you if you want to start running. And that's something that I really want to keep up with, even if it's a run once a week. I really want to keep up with this. It's so good for you to get your heart rate going and burn calories, and just even to like get outside. It's so important for your mental health. On the topic of running, I've also been going for walks. So I've been doing like at least 2 5-kilometer walks a week, and whether that's going for a walk in the forest with my roommate or meeting up with my friends to do like social distance walks by the seawall or anything like that. I think it's just, yeah, so important to get out there, even if you're like socializing with your friends. I mean, I think like in my case, that's pretty much the only thing I can do with my friends is go for these like social distance walks. But it's been such a good way just to see my friends, and then we're both outside getting active. If you live in Vancouver, the seawall's hilarious because there's literally people that walk around with like these sticks and like make sure you're 6 feet apart. So it's safe, it's social distance, don't worry. Another thing I want to talk about is sleep. Sleep is so important for weight loss, just in terms of like your general well-being, your energy, your health, your stress levels. Like sleep is so crucial. So take this time to really focus on your sleep, and I think it's important to focus on your sleep quality. So are you actually getting a restful sleep? Are you staying asleep? And then your sleep quantity, so how long you are actually sleeping for. So I've been focusing on both, and to improve my sleep quality, I've really been trying to limit my screen time before bed. Take melatonin a few times a week. I really don't want to, but it's really helps with my sleep quality. So even if I do it like 2 times a week, I just get like really good sleeps. And then also just like staying in routine is really important for sleep as well. So I usually go to bed around 10:30 every night, and I've been waking up at 7 a.m. and just getting to that routine of going to bed and waking up at the same time every day gets your body in this cycle, this routine. Your body loves that kind of thing, and I've just been like thriving with that. I could choose to wake up at 11 a.m. every day if I wanted, but why would I do that? Like, you're wasting 4 hours in the day laying in bed doing literally nothing when you could just get up, get active. Not saying you need to go do a 5K run at 7 a.m., but as long as you're like getting up and staying active. So I've just like really been taking this time to be consistent with my supplements, which is something that I've never been good at doing. As a pharmacy student, I have really bad adherence to pills and supplements, but I have just been taking this time to really just stay organized with my vitamins and my supplement routine, and I've noticed a huge difference. So I have like my basic supplements, like my pre-workout, my BCAAs, my protein powder, all that, but then I've also taken time to research a few extra things. So I have started taking apple cider vinegar, and I'm actually going to do an entire video for you guys on apple cider vinegar, the benefits, the science and studies behind it, because #science nerd over here, and my results from apple cider vinegar. So I'm going to do an entire new video on that. But I've also been taking probiotics, a multivitamin, and I think it's just been such a good time to just like set out my vitamin routine, make it a part of my morning routine. I love it. I wake up early every morning. I have my coffee and my vitamins, and it's just like my new thing. Those are my main tips and tricks on how I got abs during quarantine, and I'm just like so excited. I've never had abs my whole life, so this is a huge change for me. Now I want to put you guys through my ab workout. So for each of these exercises, you're going to do 4 sets of 10. Take like minimal breaks between different like sets. So do 10, take like a small break, 10, 10, 10, and then you can take a little bit of a break before you move on to the next exercise. And again, it's important with all core exercises that your core remains tight the entire time. You don't want to be wobbling and shaking and using your arms. Like, that's not the point. We're working our abs. So make sure your core is nice and tight throughout all of the exercises. So I hope you try this workout. And if you have any questions or comments about the workout, please let me know. healthy, train your abs, get creative with your workouts, try out some supplements or not. I'm not saying supplements are necessary, but if you are interested in supplements, now's the time to actually take them. And lastly, get a good sleep. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am Nattybeefit, and I am happy to answer any questions you may have in the comment box down below, or shoot me a DM on Instagram. I respond to every single one of my DMs. I make it a huge priority, and if there's any specific content that you guys want to see, please let me know. And thanks so much for watching.